Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Welcome to another episode of Bloodline Bets. It's your host Ejay. I got my boy Jermaine, my boy J-Maal. How y'all doing today?
Good, man. Life is good.
How was the vacay, J-Maal? We were missing you there for a week. What'd you get up to?
Cruising life, which I want to do when I get older. When I'm going to sell my house and just live on a cruise.
Nice.
Aruba, Curacao, Bahamas. It was great, and now I'm back to the shitty weather, which sucks. But here we are.
Yeah, the weather's nasty in Southern Ontario right now. It's a tough place to be.
A rough one, eh?
Really bad out there, man. Real bad.
Yeah, I feel you. It's kind of the same out west, but not too bad lately. It's been better lately, so I'm not going to complain too much. How you guys feeling about the latest in the NFL? The biggest thing that's been going on, we're going to jump into, is the coaching stuff. We might as well kick that away. There's been a lot of coaching changes, a lot of turnover. Let's talk about it. Let's kick off Baltimore. Actually, they just made a hire. It was like 24 hours ago. They hired Jesse Minter there. What do you guys think about that hire? Did you see that one coming? Did you have someone else in mind you thought was going to go to Baltimore?
I actually thought Baltimore might grab the defense coordinator from the Vikings there. His name slipped my mind right now, but I knew they'd draft
Flores.
Yeah, I thought Flores was going to get a good head coaching position, but no, Minter's he's a good coach. He's tactically very well. He moves Derwin James around a lot. I think he's a good coach. I think Baltimore's defense has been a problem area. Who he picks up as his coordinators is going to really tell the tale, though, right? Like, we figure he'll call the D or at least oversee it. So who's going to – the big deal is how to unlock Lamar. Let's get him cooking. So we'll see.
Yeah, facts. And then so pivoting, looks like John Harbaugh. He went to the Giants. What do you think of that one, Mo? That was a big move for the Giants. They're saying this is 5 years, $100 million. It took a while to get the contract signed because I think he wanted a little bit more power than the current GM was willing to withhold or give him up. So they fought for it, and it looks like they wanted John bad enough, so he got what he wanted. It looks like he's going to have a little bit more say and control over there. So, yeah, what you think about that Giants sign?
Yeah, if I'm hardball, I wouldn't have jumped at this right away. He had a great career in Baltimore, and the Giants are a mess. They were even a mess when they were winning Super Bowls. They just got hot at the right time. So they got some talent on their team, but I wouldn't have jumped on that. I think there are better coaching jobs out there.
Yeah.
And if you would have waited, you could have been a Pittsburgh Steelers coach. So I'm a little surprised he jumped right at it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's a big one for them, though, just culture-wise. The Giants just need someone like with a big name that can stable everything. They do have some really good pieces, in my opinion, on both sides of the ball, good young pieces. So I think it'll be good for them to just build a stable culture. I don't know if he'll get them all the way to the Super Bowl, but like only a few teams can move that far, right? If you can just build up to a winning type culture, it'll be a win-win for both of them. What about the Titans? That's another one that I thought was big. I can jump into that one. The Titans, they went and they signed Robert Saleh from the San Francisco 49ers. Personally, this one I think is kind of weird on both ends. Saleh, he's a defensive coach. Seems like he's one of the best defensive coaches. He had the 49ers decimated defense playing at a high level until they ran into the Seahawks there. But up until that point, they actually overachieved, in my opinion. So he is a pretty good coach. He has a good track record on the defensive side. But the Titans they're just divulged of talent. They just feel like a team that doesn't have a lot of pieces on that side. I think he could have held out for a better opportunity. And then on the other side of the ball, I'm a Cam Ward fan. He's a young up-and-coming quarterback. He showed once they fired the first coach and they went and they promoted the interim there, he actually played a little bit better. And that's just with an interim coming in and kind of giving him a little bit more freedom. If they actually bring in someone with an offensive mind, in my opinion, you could see Cam Ward actually flourish. Bringing in Saleh, he showed that he cannot flourish with a young quarterback. He had that trial in New York. It completely failed. So I'm like on both sides where it's like, why did you guys want to do this? It's one of those hires I don't really see as something that's gonna turn out for either one of them, but here we are.
It feels like a reactionary hire. I feel like they finally woke up and realized they made a huge mistake getting rid of Mike Vrabel,
Yep.
and in their head they're trying to, can Salah come in and establish it? I agree with you. I think he's a defensive coordinator. I don't think he's a head coach. The Jets were terrible with him. They were
Yep.
unorganized. They were undisciplined. They were really, really bad. Like almost as bad as they are with Aaron Glenn, but that's for another day. The Titans, to me, I think they should be looking at one of these little geniuses, put them with Cam Ward, get that offense cooking. Somebody who can
Exactly.
capitalize on space, just require speed and not special talent because they don't have special talent. But they do have speed. You know what I mean? Like I think there is some talent there, and like you said, they were competitive down the stretch. I don't like the hire. Hardball to the Giants. I think it's a great hire. If he can figure out a way to keep Jackson Dart safe, I think Jackson Dart is a ball player. Like I think the Giants' culture is already there. And as much as we talk about the young and exciting offense, that defensive line is one of the best defensive lines in the game. And if your defensive line can dominate, you can instantly start winning games. So I think John Harbaugh went to the right spot, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see that.
The Titans hire didn't make sense to me either. Not every defensive offensive coordinator is fit to be a head coach, and I think he falls in that category. I would have picked somebody like they already had, Mike Vrabel. I know they got rid of him, but somebody that could build a culture, somebody that's played in the NFL. I think that young teams like that need to look at somebody that's been there, done that, and follow their example. So I don't get the Salah hire, but again, that could be wrong.
Let's get you. I want actually Maul on the Stefanski hire in Atlanta.
Oh, God.
Let's get a longtime Falcons fan. Break that one down for me.
It makes no sense to me. They're acting like he's some sort of quarterback whisperer. Maybe he can get Phoenix to do something. Maybe he can spark this offense. He couldn't do it with Baker Mayfield. He couldn't do it with John Watson. He couldn't do it with he tried not to do it with Sanders. Couldn't do it with Dylan Gabriel. I don't get it. He's not I know he's a two-time coach of the year, but you're coaching the Browns. If the Browns win 8 games, you're going to win coach of the year. So not a big deal, buddy. We went from a coach that was 18-19 to a coach that's 8-26. Do the math, make it make sense. Not a big fan. We'll see. We don't have anything to draft. We don't have a first round pick, so I don't think we're going to improve that way. We're not a team that spends huge on free agency either. We got some important people coming up that we need to sign that are staples to our team. It's going to be in the next couple of years. It's going to be rough because we got Bijan and Drake. We got to pay.
I think he's there to coach up Kirk Cousins again too, to like pair them again. Because remember, he coached Kirk in Minnesota. He was the OC. That's kind of where Kevin made his name. He had Kirk playing at a high level over there. So I think he's kind of there to bring.
Kirk is 38 years old.
Kevin isn't all bad either. I think he had a winning record with the Browns when he had Baker Mayfield. After he left, he struggled. I recall Jameis Winston going crazy in a little short stretch with him. I don't think he's a terrible coach, but I hope he is, just because I enjoy watching the misery that is the Falcons fan base's lives at the moment. You know what I mean? I have 2 very close personal friends, Pastor Troy and my cousin Jamal there, and I enjoy seeing the Falcons suffer. So I hope Stefanski continues to struggle, but I actually don't think he's a bad coach. I think he might unlock your offense. The Falcons had a great draft last year. I think you drafted 3 starters on your defense. That's huge. So, not to be as negative as the supposed fan was, but I think it might not be as bad as you think. We'll see. You're in the worst division in the world. You know what I mean?
The most gettable division. That is true. The last coaching vacancy that's a big one there is Buffalo. What do you guys think about Buffalo? Who do you think is going to take over for Sean McDermott? He kind of got ousted and let's just say in not the most professional way. I kind of felt for the guy. Owner came out and said some things, but in terms of that vacancy, what do you guys think?
They're hiring Brian Dable. I don't know. Like he's the guy who unlocked Josh Allen first.
Okay.
I don't think he's a bad coach. Again, he did get Daniel Jones into the playoffs one time. I think that's who they're hiring. I think they don't require a stitch of hair on your head to be the Buffalo Bills coach. That's a prerequisite. You know what I mean? So And the Bills are going to be the Bills next year. You know what I mean? It's the Josh Allen show
Yep.
until it's time for him to, win.
I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not a big fan of recycling coaches, but I know that's the thing in the NFL. I would like to see Josh with like a like a Mike McDaniel, somebody that's thinks outside the box.
Okay.
I know he's so good that I think if you think outside the box, you can make him even better. He's going to be great regardless. Um, so I guess it doesn't really matter who they hire. But I would have liked like a young offense or a young coach that can kind of relate with them, and they can grow together. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with Maine on that one too. I do think Dable's the favorite there. I think they interviewed him today, so the news should come down later.
Yeah.
And with that said, Buffalo, there's a lot of controversy in Buffalo, fellas. You guys saw the game this past weekend. Was that a catch? You tell me. What do you guys think? Was that a catch or was that a pick? Crazy call, but what do you guys think?
It's a catch. I'm a Lions fan. You guys know how I feel about catches and incomplete passes. Um, the man clearly catches the ball with two hands. His knees are on the ground. There's a
Yeah,
defender all over him with one arm in there. There's no possible way you could say that the Denver or that that was in my opinion. There's no way it's an interception. I don't see any way you can call it that. So if it hits the ground, you got an incomplete pass. They showed the replays. It never hits the ground.
right.
It's a catch. It's tie goes to a receiver as well. Like
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but he played 60 minutes and it came down to that. So you get what you get.
You got it as a catch. What do you got it as, Maul? I'm very curious.
I got it as a catch. It's so hard to determine what the NFL thinks is a catch and not a catch.
Hmm.
So it's a catch in my book, but what the hell do I know? I think 90% of the catches are catches and they overturn it. I don't know what the hell the NFL is thinking now.
I think that's the key thing is the interpretation rule now. It's all about that middle ground. Everyone's leaving things up to interpretation, like surviving the ground versus, you know, two steps versus a football move versus all
Yeah.
these different things that are left to interpretation. I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem with this one because they're saying by the rule he didn't survive the ground. They're claiming that
He's on the ground.
essentially he got his two hands on it, he hit the ground, and then the ball flew out. What they're leaving out is that someone actually pulled the ball out. So he would have survived the ground had Buddy not pulled the ball out. But when I've read everything around it, the rule stipulations, I think it was Terry, can't remember his last name right now, but one of those coach guys or sorry, ref guys that's big in the rules and analyst stuff. He was talking about how he didn't survive the catch. He called it similar to if he had rolled over and the ball went flying out, it'd be the same kind of ruling.
That
So
doesn't
they're
make
saying
sense.
he didn't survive the ground. So I don't know, man. I'm with you
It-
guys.
the following
Live, when
day,
you're
the same
watching that
play
game
happened.
live, that felt like a catch. Live, I was like, yo, he
Yeah.
caught the ball.
They essentially called the exact same play happened the next day. I think in the New England game or something, wasn't it? And it was called a catch.
I
This
think it was
exact same thing.
there's a similar thing in the Devontae Adams play in the
Yeah, that's what it
Rams
was.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, where the player
Yeah.
tried to rip it out right away, and then he had his
Yeah.
knee on the ground, but then they pulled it out, and then
Yeah.
they gave it to the offense. They said,
They said his knee was down. Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
it's the
it's
NFL to
crazy.
me, they overcomplicate it.
Yep.
It's 2026. You guys really want to overcomplicate it? Put everybody with an app and let the fans make the call. We all click a button. Let's go crazy with it.
Yeah.
Come on, Roger Goodell, you jerk.
Nah, I think they've made it way too complicated too, and now they've left everything crazy. Like, look what happened to the Bills after that game. You guys saw them in the press conference; they were crying. You saw like Josh crying. I saw other players crying. Like that was a that was
It's
that
a
was a
tough
deep loss
call.
for them.
It's a tough call,
And the
but you got
coach,
60 minutes to win the
yeah,
game.
facts. And the owner literally came out and said like that caused his reaction in terms of firing or keeping Sean McDermott. He actually
Yeah.
came out and said like, "Yo, I saw these guys crying. The emotions of that play, the emotions of that loss, just kind of something had to change." So like,
The owner's a loser. He's throwing people on the bus left and right. No respect.
it's
Yeah, yeah, he's handled the whole thing poorly. He even coming out, there's a reason owners other than Jerry Jones don't generally address, you know, we
yeah,
don't really care what your opinion is of the owners. I don't even like the fact that they're called the owners, but yeah, you come out, you tell us for one, your whole team's just a bunch of crybabies. They're fucking bawling their eyes out. They can't get. Oh my God, Josh Allen couldn't keep himself together. Get the bald guy out of here. We're bringing in another bald guy. We'll straighten this out. It's the worst thing I ever seen in my life. Is terrible. I actually, as much as I love Josh Allen, I hope the Bills go straight to hell. I will. The Bills Mafia, I love you. Jump through a table, lose a bunch of games for me, would you? I'm done with you. Let's go.
done with the Bills, eh? Done with the
Done with
Bills.
them.
Okay, that was a good little rant. Let's on that note, let's jump into this game, NFC Championship and the AFC Championship. It's that week. This is the big round. They're battling for the opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. None of our teams are in this game, so I don't know how much we give a shit in terms of our emotions. But let's make some good picks for the fans out there. Jermaine's actually whooping our ass, Jamal. It's been an absolute ass whooping the last few weeks. He's taken over. We're gonna update those picks, and everybody can follow along and make some money. You probably want to go with Jermaine's picks based on the recent reality here. But I got some picks here for you guys. I hope I'm gonna hit. We'll start with you, Jermaine. First game we'll do is the NFC. We got the Seattle Seahawks, number one, hosting. That's gonna be a crazy one. They're hosting another division rival. The LA Rams are coming to town. Seattle is 1.5 point favorites. What do you think, Jamal and Jermaine? You start with Jermaine.
Okay. I think Seattle's the best team left in football right now, especially with Denver losing their quarterback. I can't believe it's going to happen. I think Sam Darnold's going to win the Super Bowl. If you've watched our other podcasts, I get very excited. I talk about the best quarterback winning the games. I talked about Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen. I jump around a lot. I'm a bandwagon kind of guy. I'm a Lions fan, so at the playoffs, I'm always scattering, looking for love. Sam Darnold's going to win the Super Bowl, and Seattle's defense is phenomenal. They can run the ball. Charbonnet's out, which is unfortunate, but Kenneth Walker's been running like he's back at Michigan State. Like they're
Yes.
a better team. I and then the 12th man thing too. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to see Stafford win another one. And yeah, Puka Nakuk is going to catch them all. So whatever, bet the over of all of it. He'll do it. He will, one-handed, two-handed, with the hair. Doesn't matter. He's going to do it. But Seattle's going to cover the spread. I actually think they're probably going to win pretty comfortably.
Okay. Okay, what you got, Maul?
I think Seattle's the best team left in the playoffs, mainly because their defense is that good. Home field advantage definitely is going to play a factor. I know that Byron Young might not play. I know he's questionable. That's gonna if
Okay.
he doesn't play for the Rams, that's a big loss. He's a really important player in the front four. Um, but if Kenneth Walker is doing what he's been doing, which is running like a madman, this game could get out of hand. But
Absolutely.
if Matt Stafford still has some magic left in that old arm, the Rams
He's
are winning
got
the whole. Whoever wins this game is winning the Super Bowl.
That's
That's
been your
my
tagline. You've been
that's been
saying
my
that for a while.
tagline for a while now. Whoever wins this game, don't even play the Super Bowl. Give it to them. Let everybody go to Honolulu or wherever the hell they go and have some fun.
it.
Okay, I think we
Thank
got a
you,
clean
man.
sweep. I got Seattle too. I do believe Seattle is the best team left in football as well, but a slight advantage over another team we'll discuss in a moment. I do have them winning this game. I don't know about a comfortable or dominant win. I think Matt Stafford still could be the best player on the field on Sunday if he is able to. This is a this is an opportunity for Stafford to cement his legacy.
Yeah.
If he's able to win this game, go to the Super Bowl, that's two Super Bowl appearances. Looks like he's going to get an MVP this season. He has an opportunity at two Super Bowls and an MVP. That puts him in the Hall of Fame for sure. That also puts him in that conversation with the Aaron Rodgers and the Drew Breeses and Ben Roethlisberger's, whoever else you think from that era that people had ahead of him for years. He's either going to get in that conversation or jump some of those guys. So this is like a legacy game for him in a sense. And I think he kind of knows that. He came back for this reason. If you remember the beginning of the season, they were saying he was injured, his back problems, all that stuff. Fast
He,
forward,
he almost went to Pittsburgh.
there you go. So fast forward, and now he's on the doorstep of the Super Bowl. So I think that's huge. He's not going to take this game lightly. So there is a chance he's the best player in the game. But that's the only avenue I see for the Rams winning this game. Whereas the Seahawks, special teams can win this game, defense can win this game, the run game can win this game. So they have a few avenues. So I got to pick the Seahawks. But I think we're in for a really, really good game
So everybody pick the Rams.
That hasn't like to be honest, Stafford's accuracy hasn't seemed right. Like he's
in the
missing a lot of
playoffs.
throws. He's like I love the guy and I've watched every damn snap he ever had. Like his arm talent is unquestionable. I don't think obviously winning another Super Bowl is huge. I think he's a Hall of Famer anyway. I think even if he wins another Super Bowl, he sits behind statistically your Drew Brees, a stat stuffer who won one. You know what I mean? I don't think he rates with Roethlisberger. He was a winner. You got to put him where you put him. Like Stafford's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best quarterbacks
Okay.
we've ever watched. He's never probably going to be ranked as higher than Aaron Rodgers because we all were convinced he's had this God's gift of an arm, and he does. It's the quick release. His arm is special. So
It is.
Stafford's a Hall of Famer for sure.
No, I'm
The
with
only
you.
thing that scares me is that we've said all this and we never said how good Sam Darnold is. So if Sam Darnold does Sam Darnold things and has 4 interceptions, we're all going to have mud on our face, but we'll see what happens.
I think
Yeah.
Sam Darnold had 4 interceptions and they beat them already. Didn't he? Didn't he throw 3 or
The
4
four
against them?
interception game, they barely lost. And then the other game
Oh,
they
okay.
won. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he throws 3, they're going to win by
They
7.
can still win. Okay, let's jump over to the AFC. We got the Denver Broncos. Unfortunately, they lost their starting quarterback. Bo Nix went out with a broken fracture in his foot. That was devastating for them in their season. But Sean Payton said they're going to rally, and he said, watch out, you guys will see. So he sounds confident in Stidham. So we got them hosting the New England Patriots. New England comes in at 4.5-point favorites. I think if Bo Nix is not injured, Denver is probably like 1-point favorites in this game, being in Mile High. So the injured quarterback swinging to the backup does have about a 5-point swing there, in my opinion. What do you think, Jamal? We'll start with you. Who do you got and why?
Hate both teams, don't care. Hope they all both lose. It's going to be an ugly game. Offensively, it's going to be ugly on both sides. The playoffs for both these teams ugly offensively. Having Bo Nix out, not his throwing, his legs not being there in the weather. If it snows, if there's wind, it's going to be a big problem for Denver because they can run. So they still have that option in New England that Denver doesn't have. I think Denver has the better defense than New England. They have better corners, more impactful rushers. I can't take a backup quarterback to win, though. Can't do it. Won't do it. So I'll go New England reluctantly. I hate them. I hope they get blown out by 55 in the Super Bowl. Can't stand them. They're jerks. All their fans are jerks.
Wow.
But 28 to 3. What do you want me to do?
183. That's a good score prediction.
Okay.
No, 28-3 is what happened. That's why I hate
Okay. I forgot.
So my prediction is New England. Don't care though. Hope they lose. Let's get to the Super Bowl.
Okay. What about you, Mike? We hear where he stands.
Yeah, Bo Nix getting it. Like the talk about deflating. You know what I mean? Like when Nix went out, I don't think anybody was expecting it. To get that news after the game was tough. I think Denver's the better team overall. I think they got the better defense. I believe the Pats are getting 4.5 points, so like favored by 4.5 points, right? So I'm taking Denver to cover, but I think the Patriots are probably going to be in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
just
just too big of a line for you to take that
yeah,
one.
I feel like it's going to be a field goal game. I think it's going to come down to it. But yeah, like they do seem very confident. It's confident in Stidham. So
Definitely.
maybe they got a Jeff Hostetler back there for the old guys like us who remember, or who knows?
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
been a few of those in our era.
yeah, we're old enough to remember. This is how Tom Brady starts. Everybody.
This is how it started a few rounds earlier, but yeah, or like just before the playoffs. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I think New England wins. I think it's a close game, but I'm still taking New England to cover. I think Sean Payton has something up his sleeve to keep the game really interesting, keep the offense moving the ball, keep Stidham away from a lot of trouble. But that New England defense is legit right now. I think they're better than I anticipated, man. I don't think they just pick and beat up on the weak teams. I think they're gonna give Denver some trouble eventually and run away with this in the end. Probably win by 7. We'll see. But I'm going with New England overall. I'm a Drake May guy though. I do like Drake May. I think the kid has a lot of. He's got a lot. He's just scratching the surface right now too. I think he's got a lot of talent, man.
He's got moxie. He definitely has moxie.
He's got
moxie. There's a lot of moxie in the league right now. It's my favorite thing in a quarterback, and I've seen a lot of it lately.
He's got something, man. So I think Drake's he's gonna be upsetting AFC East fans for years to come. He's got New England right back in that dominant position again. Yeah. I know Jamal's gonna be pissed
to
off
run the
to see
ball.
this.
They need to get the two-headed monster going. Ramondre and
Travion. Yeah, they got some backs.
They're a good team. They're a good team, but I think Denver keeps it close.
We'll see. So that's pretty much it for our picks. Would you guys have any some side bets here? Any prop bets? Anything that you like to add? Anything you want to tell the people they can bet on that you like?
No bet, just a quick opinion. Let me jump in here. The Lions have named their new offensive coordinator. something. I don't know where he came from.
The guy
He's come
from Arizona,
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah, it's very concerning. St. Brown on his podcast the other day told us, "Hey, relax, Dan Campbell. You guys think Dan Campbell doesn't know what he's doing?" And I'll be completely honest, we don't think Dan Campbell knows what the hell he's doing. He's just got a really good team, and he's got brass balls, baby. We just hired an offensive coordinator who got basically benched halfway through the season, so we are a little skeptical. I'll have to see it on the field. If you can't cook with this offense, I won't be happy. I'll be a sad pappy. All right.
Fair, very fair.
The bets, I don't know. You like Jermaine said, you take Puka, catches, yards, anything you want. Take that.
What's his line?
I don't know. Probably 8 catches, 97 yards. I'm going to predict 8 catches, 97 yards.
Oh my
I
God.
would take that. I would take Walker over. That's
Okay.
probably 63, my guess. I'm
You just
not touching the New England game. If I was touching it, I would do the unders for passing yards
Okay.
for Stidham.
Okay, Puka's over under 91.5. I'd take it.
How many catches? 8. right?
7.5.
7.5, yeah. Jackson Smith and Jigba's 6.5 and 90. So I guess I'm expecting points.
I think
Rashid
Jackson's a good
Shaheed-
bet. Jackson's a solid bet.
Rashid Shaheed's only 22.5 over that. That's one catch for that guy. Look that.
He might be the stolen trade of the season, and him and Jacoby Myers, they totally elevated some of their offenses without really, spending a lot of money or anything like that. Buffalo was looking for a receiver. There's 2 of them that they could have gotten.
What are you doing? Like Baltimore too. Like, you know what I mean? Give Zay Flowers something else. He's going to put it on the ground. Threaten his job. Maybe he'll try harder or something. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Sometimes competition breeds performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's facts. We'll end on that note. It's another week. We're going into the Super Bowl. Everybody get excited for that one. We have a 2-week break before that. But we'll come back in a couple weeks. You'll see our picks. Hopefully we can catch Jermaine. Highly unlikely. Looks like he's going to run away this season.
Rolling on the river, baby.
But that's another episode of Bloodline Bets. I'm Ejay. That's Jermaine. That's J-Maal. Take care.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation, wait then, pause the beat. Eyes don't lie.